Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below.
Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all good. Students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for economy and business and acquisition and mergers for May month. This will be an important session, students. Stay tuned with us till the end. We will be learning a lot of important questions today. Let's start. The first news is mark the correct statement regarding the amendments to the Foreign Exchange Management Act rules notified by the Ministry of Finance. If we look at the option here, option A is right and option B is right. C is wrongly mentioned. C is saying that the foreign investment is allowed without any regulatory approval or verification. Is it so? No. Here, any such foreign investment shall be allowed on the automatic route subject to the approval and verification by IRDAI. And 100% FDI is approved in the insurance sector. Next, what is the total investment size of the initiative launched by the Asian Development Bank in May 2026 to strengthen energy and digital infrastructure connectivity across the Asia Pacific region by 2035? Next is, what is total investment size of the initiative launched by the Asian Development Bank? So, what is the total investment size here? Right option is $70 billion. Next, Dash lowered India's GDP growth forecast to 6% for calendar year 26 in their global macro outlook for May update, citing weak private consumption, slower capital formation and subdued industrial activity. So it is Moody Ratings, right? Moody Rating, that is an American rating agency. They have released their latest global macro outlook for May 2026 update, where they have updated the data about citing weak private consumption, lower capital formation and subdued industrial activity. Next, identify the company that partnered with Google LLC to launch a $5 billion AI cloud infrastructure venture in May month. Which is that organization? It is Blackstone Incorporation. Next, name the country that overtook India to become the world's fifth largest stock market in May 26 with a market capitalization of $4.95 trillion. So name that country. It is Taiwan. Next is identify that Indian multinational company that signed a multi-million-dollar agreement with Sweden-based SKF in May to roll out an AI-enabled next-generation enterprise resource planning platform for their manufacturing business. So identify that Indian multinational company. Which is it? It is TCS, Tata Consultancy Service. Next, identify the IT service company that partnered with Mistral AI in May month to deliver enterprise generative artificial intelligence solutions for global clients. So identify that IT service company. Which is it? It is again Tata Consultancy Services. Students, these were your important current affairs for economy and business. Now let's move to acquisition and mergers. So let's start with acquisition and merger, students. In May month, Dash organization or Dash Bank, they secured the approval from RBI to acquire up to 9.99% stake each in AU Small Finance Bank and Federal Bank Limited. So Kotak Mahindra Bank Limited will be acquiring this stake both in AU Small Finance Bank and Federal Bank Limited, and each will be worth each will be around 9.99% stake. Next, Prudential PLC, that is a UK based insurer and asset manager, announced the acquisition of Dash% stake in Bharti Life Insurance Company for an initial deal value of 3,500 crore rupees. It is for 75% stake in Bharti Life Insurance Company. Next, identify the bank for which Ministry of Finance approved the acquisition of up to 74% stake by UAE based Emirates NBD. So identify the bank for which Ministry of Finance approved the acquisition. It is RBL Bank. Next is name the small finance bank in which TVS Venu Group announced up to 9.99% stake acquisition through warrants and secondary share purchase in May 2026. So name that small finance bank. It is Jana Small Finance Bank. Next, USA based Liberty Mutual Insurance Company increased their stake to 74% in Dash Indian Insurance Company. So it was in Liberty General Insurance Company, right? They have increased their stake to 74% here. Next, in May, LIC increased their stake from 3.16% to 6.06% through market purchases and an offer for sale in which public sector bank. It was in the Central Bank of India. Take a note, right? So these were your important current affairs, students. Now let's move to some revision part that will be helpful in your learning.
Now students, let's revise some one-liners. Let's start with national news. Center has formed 6 working groups that will boost domestic manufacturing and reduce the imports. Then Jai Prakash Narayan Bird Sanctuary declared India's 100th Ramsar site. West Bengal set to become the 36th state and union territory to implement Ayushman Bharat Yojana. Tamil Nadu's Nilgiri Tahar population risen to 1,364, reflecting success of conservation efforts. Then Bhavya Portal launched to develop 100 industrial parks. Jitendra Singh has launched Regional Meteorological Center in Lucknow. TCS has signed a multi-year IT modernization deal with Canada Life. Center has cut PM Ujjwala subsidy LPG quota to 4 cylinders annually and has retained 300 subsidy per refill. BRICS Agriculture Conference began in Indore, Madhya Pradesh. Government has allocated 95,692 crore rupees for transition from Manrega to VB-Jiram scheme. Then PM Modi to launch modified Udan scheme in Kolkata on 20th of June. Next is Defence Ministry. They have approved 250 megawatt solar plus battery energy storage system project at Sitapur on defence land. Kerala Forest Department has launched India's first judiciary integrated digital system for wildlife offences. Prime Minister Narendra Modi became India's longest serving elected Prime Minister. PM Modi to chair 11th Niti Aayog Governing Council meeting. President has approved the merger of REC Limited and Power Finance Corporation Limited. Then Sapling Dialogue 2026 concluded in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, which is focusing on advancing food processing for sustainable growth in South Asia. Then Shobha Karandajle leads Indian delegation at 114th International Labour Conference in Geneva, Switzerland. Varanasi became the first city in India under Easy Connect model for seamless international travel. Then India-Nepal, they have launched P2P, that is person-to-person cross-border or peer-to-peer cross-border remittance mechanism. Next is banking and finance. RBI MPC has kept the repo rate unchanged at 5.25%. RBI has imposed 2.49 lakh penalty on Canara Bank for delayed currency chest reporting. Then PFRDA, they have launched Star NPS digital platforms for seamless NPS onboarding. IFC, they committed $50 million to Hygenco Green Energies that will boost India's green energy or green hydrogen sector production. Then India has recorded 7.7% GDP growth in FY26. India recorded current account surplus of $7.1 billion in the fourth quarter of FY26. Then SoftBank, they sold 25% stake in Lenskart for 2,873 crore rupees. Fitch, they have lowered India's FY27 GDP forecast to 6.4%. Viona Fintech received BBPS Biller Operating Unit certification from NPCI Bharat Bill Payment. Then World Bank, they projected India to retain the fastest growing major economy with 6.6% growth in FY27. So these are important one-liner, students. Do go through them once again and do take the important notes. Next, students, let's revise some one-liners. Let's start with banking and financial. The WPI inflation has risen to 9.68% in May month because of the food and fuel price surge, also because of the El Nino effect, we can say. Right, this will be a game changer. Let's see what happens. Then government has launched OFS for GIC RE, share drops over 6%. IRDI, they constituted the working group on artificial intelligence to promote responsible adoption in insurance sector. Then Yes Bank, they partnered with Northern Arc Capital to expand formal credit access across India. Then SBI board has approved 60,000 crore rupees fundraising plan for FY27. Then PhonePe, they have introduced 100 rupees quarterly fee for inactive wallets. RBI, they have exempted the long-term NRE deposits from CRR and SLR requirements. World Bank has approved 4,000 crore rupees loan for Jal Sanskriti Haryana project. Then Asian Development Bank partnered with SchoolNet India to boost digital learning. BITS Pilani and Axis Bank, they partnered for Innovation Park. Next is appointments and resignation. HDFC Bank extended KK Mistri's interim chairman tenure by 3 months. GIC reappointed Hitesh Ramesh Chandra Joshi as the chairman cum managing director. Then India to assume vice presidency of Financial Action Task Force for the first time. Then Saibal Chattopadhyay appointed chairperson of the National Statistics Commission. Bimal N. Patel elected the judge of the International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea, that is ITLOS. Next is some awards one-liners. Prime Minister Narendra Modi conferred with the Slovakia's highest national award. Sudarshan Patnaik became the first Indian to win the Russian Grand Sand Masters Cup 2026. Navi Mumbai and Guwahati Airport Terminal named among the world's most beautiful airports in the Prix Versailles 2026. Then next is defense. Indian Navy decommissioned INAS 330, the Harpoons, after 55 years of distinguished service. Then India achieved the record defense production of 1.78 lakh crore rupees for FY26. Indian Army contingent departs for multinational military exercise Khan Quest in Mongolia. Next is sports. Lewis Hamilton claimed the first Ferrari victory at Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix. Wimbledon has announced the record 64.2 million euro prize fund aim players' revenue and share demands. Then India has named 24-member squad for historic Senior Asian Fencing Championship in New Delhi. Akshara Gupta smashed the unbeaten triple century in Bihar Women's Under-19 one-day trophy. Then Mexico became the first Indian to reach the FIFA World Cup 2026 knockout round of 32. Then India has won 12 medals at the 56th Grand Prix Ushti Nan Laban. Then India has won FIH Women's Nation Cup 2026 and Neeraj Chopra finished 4th at the Doha Diamond League. Neeraj Chopra is the golden boy from Haryana who is related to javelin throw, correct? And he secured 4th position here. So these are some important one-liner, students. Now students, let's revise some one-liners. Ministry of Ayush set Guinness World Record with 35 lakh viewers on live yoga stream. Then when was your yoga day? On 21st of June. Then government to set up 700 SHE marts and 1000 fulfillment centers to empower women entrepreneurs, that is your she marts. Then Raja Prabha festival celebrated in Odisha to mark the monsoon and Mother Earth's fertility. Then Center, Assam and Nagaland, they have signed historic MOU for oil and natural gas exploration, right? Decade-long refineries in Nagaland will be starting again. Then India has launched WT Marut portal that will strengthen the wind energy supply chain. Telangana, they have launched breakfast and milk scheme for the school students. Then 4 Assam products that got the GI tag are Bhas Shilpa, Karbi Anglong Handloom, Bihu Pepa and Diori Handloom products. Then IIT Hyderabad, they will be establishing India's first Center of Design Excellence in Nuclear Engineering. Then National Military Drone Technology Hub to be set up at IIT Kanpur. Then Tamil Nadu, they received the Cooperative Crop Loan Waiver Scheme for the farmers. Next is India and Japan, they have adopted the rules for joint credit mechanism under the Paris Agreement. National Biodiversity Authority, they reconstituted the expert committee on agro-biodiversity for 1-year term. Foundation stone laid down for 170 crore rupees MSME Technology Center in Bihar's Gaya to boost skill and manufacturing sector. Then Tripura, Sarinda, they have received the GI tag, becoming the state's 4th GI product. Then Kerala government, they have launched free bus travel scheme for the women and transgenders. Suzlon, they have launched India's tallest 5 megawatt wind turbine, that is S175, that will boost renewable energy generation. Then Geo Platform, they only became the only Indian company in the WIPO World Intellectual Property Organization Global 20 patent rankings for 2025. Then Tamil Nadu, they have established a common technology facility for space vehicles in Thoothukudi, that is in Tamil Nadu. Next is Bharat Buildcon, they was inaugurated in New Delhi. PM Modi, they have released the 23rd edition of the PM Kisan from West Bengal. India-UK free trade agreement to come into force from 15th of July. Centre has approved a 22 crore rupees support for the farmers under National Green Hydrogen Mission. Then PM to disburse 2400 crore rupees under PM Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana. Then PM Modi to lay the foundation stone for 25,016 crore rupees coal gasification project in Odisha. National Highway Authority of India, they have launched Rajasthan's first MLFF based tolling system. That means there will be no toll and you don't have to wait. You can just pass through the toll and your cameras will be detecting your car number and will be detecting your toll there. Then Chennai Petroleum Corporation upgraded to the Navratna CPSC. Then IIT Delhi emerged as the India's highest ranked institution in the Quackrelli Simon World University ranking for 2027. Then our country hosted the 11th BRICS Energy Ministers meeting in Gurugram, Haryana on 25th and 26th June. Then government launched Nirbhay Chetna training module in New Delhi, and I4C has launched 2 new portals for cyber fraud detection. Next is your international affairs. Elon Musk became the world's first trillionaire as SpaceX make a record-breaking stock market debut. But now, because of their valuation going down of SpaceX, the Elon Musk has also lost the trillionaire status. But you see, these things keeps on changing, but he is still the richest person. Then Karnataka has banned social media use for under 16 years of age. India's unemployment rate risen to 5.5% in May. Life-size statue of Swami Vivekanand unveiled at the Indian Consulate in Chicago. Uzbekistan became the first Central Asia member of the BRICS New Development Bank. Then UAE set minimum age of 15 for personal social media accounts. India improves rank to 70 in the World Economic Forum Energy Transition Index, and Sweden is at the first position. So these are your important one-liner, students. Do take a note of them.